birthday celebration, maybe your last movie you watched, the last festival you celebrated, anything that happened in the past. You could even speak about your last weekend. You could speak about your last picnic, last tour, right? So this is how we use past tense to speak about past actions. And I gave you sample yesterday, the sample questions and answers. We had about 18 questions and nearly 30 plus answers. Similarly, I would like you to do for your birthday celebration or any past event, past incident, past activity. All right? Yeah. So similarly, we looked at simple past tense. We learned, let's say we learned narration yesterday. We learned narration is a simple past. You attended class yesterday. She wrote many examples. He called me, simple past. Subject plus V2 plus object or complement. Today, let's look at past continuous tense. Present continuous tense. An action is happening now at the time of speaking. An action is in progress. You're listening to me. I'm teaching you. So the action is happening now. Therefore, present continuous tense. But this is past continuous tense. An action was happening at a particular time in the past. An action was happening at a particular time in past. For example, we were learning narration yesterday at this time. We were learning narration yesterday at this time. Okay? I was watching TV at 1 p.m. I was watching TV at 1 p.m. At that time, the action was going on. Is that clear? So an action was happening at a particular time in the past. Is this clear? Let me give you structure. Subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object or complement. Right? They were disturbing me. Got it? So, was we use for singular subject, were we use for plural subject. Subject plus was or were plus verb 1 plus ing plus object or complement. I repeat rule number 1, an action was happening at a particular time in past. This is rule number 1. We have rule number 2. I shall give you once you finish writing these. All right. Yeah. Please take down the rule, the example, the structure. Rule, example, the structure. Okay. Yeah. After you take down the rule and the structure, example, please write a few examples on your own based on the sample given on the board. Have you finished writing these? Yeah. Shall we move to the second rule? Are you all ready? All right. Rule 2. An action was happening in the middle of something. An action was happening in the middle of something. For example, I was sleeping when you called me. When you called me is in the middle of something. I mean, it is the action that happened. I was sleeping. At that time, I was sleeping when you called me. So let's take example. I was sleeping when you called me. He was watching TV. He was watching TV when I went to his house. He was watching TV when I went to his house. So there is this structure, past continuous plus simple past. Okay, this is past continuous. Okay, this is simple past. This is simple past and this is past continuous tense. So at that particular time when I went, so it is in the middle of something. They were playing cricket when I went to the ground. My mom was cooking when I went to the kitchen. This is rule 2. All right. So please take down rule 2, examples, and this is the structure. Past continuous plus simple past. Over to you. Have you finished writing? Is it done? Have you written some examples on your own? All the others? That's great. Can I wipe this? Shall we move to the negative structure? Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. I've given you two positive structures. Subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object or complement. The second rule, second structure is past continuous plus simple past. Okay. Let's now look at negative structure. Subject plus was or were plus not plus V1 plus ing plus object or complement. All right. He was not disturbing me. You are not paying attention. Children were not going to school. So this is the negative structure. Subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object or complement. Please take down the structure and I want you to write 5 examples for this structure after you take it down. If you follow the structure, your examples are correct. There should be ing form, helping verb was or were. Okay? Have you finished writing examples? Have you written 5 examples on your own? Have you checked your answers with this structure and sample? Done. Shall we now go to the next structure? If you're all ready. All right. Yes or no question structure. So we should begin with helping verb was or were. Was he disturbing you? Was or were plus subject plus verb one plus ing plus object or complement plus question mark. Was he disturbing you? Were they paying attention? Were they paying attention? Were you writing more examples? Were you writing more examples? So this is yes or no question structure and examples. I've given you a structure and 3 examples. Please take it down and then write 5 examples on your own. Have you finished writing? Have you taken it down from the board and then have you written examples on your own? 5 examples you are expected to write. Okay, that's great. Now, as I keep telling you, it's easy to form WH questions. Please observe. We can place WH here. WH plus. WH plus. The remaining is yes or no question. Why you were crying? Wrong. Why were you crying? After WH, there has to be helping verb. The helping verb comes just before subject. See, we have subject here and helping verb here. Many people write helping verb after subject. That's wrong. Okay? So, why was he disturbing you? When were they paying attention? When were you writing more examples? So we just add WH question here and it becomes WH question. All right. Take down the structure, examples, 5 more examples on your own. All right. Yeah. Your time now. All right, have you finished writing? Past continuous tense, positive structure, yes or no question structure, negative structure, and WH question structure. Right. Okay, we shall have a small speaking activity. Now I want you to answer these questions, and then you can talk to your neighbors. Ask them these questions and also let them ask you. What were you doing yesterday at this time? What were you doing yesterday at this time? Where were you going when I saw you? What were you doing? What were you doing at 8 p.m. yesterday? All right. Take these three questions. Ask any three people, those who are neighboring to you. These three questions, ask three people, maybe your family members or friends. Get the answer. Let them also ask you, and you give them the answer. All right? Please talk to your neighbors. Ask them. Get answers. Let them ask you. You give answers. Have you finished? Yeah, you're all ready? Finished talking to your neighbors? Questioned them and got answers? Yeah, that's great. All right. Part of past tense, we looked at two rules. Rule number one, an action. Okay. Simple past tense. We looked at simple past tense. We looked at past continuous tense. Simple past tense, an action that happened any time in the past. Past continuous tense, I gave you two rules. An action was happening at a particular time in past. Rule 2, an action was happening in the middle of something. Past continuous tense. I gave you positive structure, negative structure, yes or no question, WH question structure. Let's now look at past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Before we understand past perfect tense, let's understand present perfect tense. An action has happened recently. An action has happened within 3 or 4 hours. Do you get me? This is present perfect. For example, we have joined class at 6 p.m. We have joined class at 6 p.m. She has come late. She has come late. Present perfect. All right. Now past perfect is different. There are two rules. Let's try to understand these two rules. Rule 1. An action had happened long ago. After that, series of similar actions happened. An action happened long ago. After that, series of similar actions happened. For example, if someone asks you, did you go to Delhi? Yes, I had gone to Delhi long ago. I had gone to Delhi long ago. They had stayed here many years ago. They had stayed here many years ago. So the action happened many years ago, long ago. I had gone to Delhi in my childhood, not now, long ago. That is the action. That is the time frame. So past perfect tense deals with the action that had happened long time ago. Right? So I had gone to Delhi long ago. They had stayed here many years ago. Let's look at the structure. Subject plus, had plus, verb 3 plus object or complement. She had left this place long ago. She had left this place long ago. Then we use past perfect tense. Clear? The rule, the examples. Preeti, is your video on? Preeti, video, audio, is it on? All right, have you finished writing? Are you writing more examples? Right. Shall we go to the rule 2? Second rule. Please pay attention to understand rule 2. Very important. An action happened before another action. An action happened before another action. So there were two actions. There were two actions. One action happened first, then the second action. So this is the first action. This is the second action. The first action should be in simple past tense. Sorry. Should be in past perfect tense. And the second action should be in simple past tense. Please write down the rule. I shall give you example. With the example, I shall explain. The train had left before I went to the station. My mom had cooked biryani before I went home. The match had started before I entered stadium. All right, please listen to these examples. If you understand the example, you understand the rule. It is as simple as that. The train had left before I went to the station. The train had left before I went to the station. The train had left. One incident. I went to the station. Second incident. So which incident happened first? The train leaving the station. The train leaving the station happened first. That is the first action. That action should be in past perfect. Then I went to the station. That is second action. That should be in simple past. The train had left before I went to the station. My mom had cooked biryani before I went home. Before I went home, my mom had already cooked dinner. Okay. Third example. The match had already started before I went to the stadium. The movie had already started before I went to the theater. All right. So there are two actions. One action happened first, then the second action. The first action should be in past perfect. Second action should be in simple past. Before you joined the class had already started. All right. So here the structure. Past perfect plus simple past. This is the structure. So this is simple past. And this one is past perfect. Please take down the rule 2, example and structure. I hope you have understood. All right. Yeah, take down. Have you finished writing? So this is all about past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, we have got two rules. I repeat, rule number 1, an action happened long ago. After that, series of similar actions happen. Or an action happened long ago, that's it. She had stayed here long ago. You had visited Tirupati long ago. You had visited Shabari long ago. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, an action had happened before another action. So the first action should be in past perfect. Second action should be in simple past. Before you entered the theater, the movie had already started. Rule 2. Before I had gone to the school, before I went to the school had already started. The assembly had already started. Got it? And I gave you positive structure for rule 1 and rule 2. For each structure, please write 10 examples as homework. That's your homework. Please write 10 examples for each structure. The more you write, the faster you learn. All right? So whatever we are learning, please put them into practice. Try to improve your language day by day. I hope this class is helpful to you. Please be regular. Please be punctual. Please be dedicated. Do not miss classes. Tomorrow is Sunday. We do not have class tomorrow. All right? And whatever we have learned so far, please revise over the weekend. Tomorrow is a Sunday. You are free. So please try to revise your notes. Practice, practice, practice. And I hope this class is informative, interesting, interactive, and enriching. If so, continue the same passion, dedication. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you. See you again. Take care. Be in touch with English.